Well, if you told me you were drowning, how would I lend a hand? I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all of my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. Well, I know the reasons why you keep your silence on.
So you hired a new lawyer for your appeal?
I was entirely distraught. I couldn't bear the title of convict tagged to my name. I had big plans to travel, perform publicly, and to teach. I was ashamed to go back to Vancouver and tell everyone that I had lost the case. Not one of my friends actually believed that I was in fact guilty. They were all well aware of my case and my evidence, but the pain still stung. The fact that I would have to tell my parents of the guilty charge would change my relationship with them forever. They were from the old school and thought that if the police said you did it and the judge convicted you, you must be guilty. I have, to this day, hated them ever since. I needed to stay focused. I needed to stay busy. And I needed to stay healthy. I volunteered my time at the local church in my community and found myself doing the sound tech for Sunday services. I threw myself wholeheartedly into volunteering for the very popular Thursday evening jazz nights. I enjoyed being there. I loved the smell of churches and the peaceful solitude offered there. And the people were so friendly. My reconnection with spirituality was healing balm for my weary soul. I sought a female lawyer this time for my appeal. I met a great female lawyer by the name of Lois Salmon, but she claimed she was much too busy to take on my case. She did offer me a name of a gentleman that specialized in appeals. His name was Philip Scarsbrook. She gave me his number and I called the gentleman, and he invited me to his office for an interview. I explained at the interview how fucking messed up and convoluted my story was.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And how in no way did I assault Yvonne. And the bullshit has been going on for over a year now, and that I represented myself and found myself convicted, and that I would like to appeal the conviction. He asked me to try to sum it up all in an hour. I tried to keep it easy for him. I showed him all the evidence I had alluding to her lack of credibility, the photos, the tape recordings, the diary. I told him all about the invented pregnancy and abortions Yvonne claimed to have had. He took one look at the diary and said, "This is gold." He asked me, why didn't you use them? I explained I didn't know how. I was confused around the whole process and said I felt numb and blank. He said my case would not be easy to to appeal because the rules in Canadian courts are that if you had the evidence, you needed to present it. It became apparent that in order to get a new trial, I needed fresh evidence. The only other way was to prove that I was mentally afflicted.
You think I'm crazy? You calling me crazy? Hey, you want to see crazy? I'll tell you.
Or the trial itself was flawed in some way. He was straightforward and said I need to give him a retainer and that I needed to acquire 2 copies of the court transcripts. One for him, one for the Crown. Let me tell you, those transcripts were not cheap. They were about $500 a piece. He closed our initial meeting by instructing me to go see a doctor, a psychiatrist by the name of Dr. Derek Eves, with a whole lot of letters beside his name.